Yo, 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 yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a beautiful two-stepping Tuesday. Always brought to you the best, and you know that's Tito's Handmade Vodka. And the best right now is the Memphis Grizzlies, because all they do is win. Took care of business last night. Ja was back in the house. It was a very, very big win, though. But I do have also, there was a lot of concern, especially early in the game. One of the fans collapsed there courtside. Did not look good. They took him off. Twitter had, of course, everything wrong as always. Good news. He is alive. He's in stable condition. Thank you to Channel 5, Darian Newsom. You the man, D. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So not only did that fan who fell down and everybody kind of was worried. It was nice to see all the players all huddled up in circles. It looked like everybody was praying there for the fan. Everybody there was worried about him. Fan, good. Grizzlies, great. They're doing even better because Memphis has been just taking care of business lately, and they really, really do look good. And it's amazing how after that New York just a butt whipping that they've kind of turned things around and been like, yo, man, we got to do this, and they've been taking care of business. So we're going to talk a little Grizzlies. We got to talk some Grizzlies. I'm fired up to talk about the Grizzlies. I'm excited about the Grizzlies. Again, they dropped the Spurs 128-109. Tripp again drops another 31 points. My man's been on fire. Came up with also 3 blocks. Again, Ja was back. Total team effort. It seems like when they want to pour it on and play sticky defense, they can at those important times. We saw that the other night in Milwaukee, and again, Jalen Wells, what he does defensively, and just this team, Tripp, blocking shots down there, hitting big shots. I mean, Gigi, by the way, just, man, like, think about, this kid is still a pup, man. He can't even drink Tito's. And he's you know what Gigi is? He's a walking bucket. My boy's a walking freaking bucket. He can pull up from you from 3 and put it in your damn face. He can cross you over. He can take you to the rack and jam. He can catch an alley-oop that was straight up pimped by Ja and get an and one. I mean, it's crazy how talented this young fella is. I mean, he dropped 27 points, hit 4 threes, was breaking people off, 11 for 20. I mean, GG. Goodness gracious, GG. And again, it was so good to see Ja Morant back out there on the court today. I mean, last night. Because if he wasn't, I was going to start getting a little bit worried. But, man, put all those things to the side and just sit back and chill. Scottie Pippen Jr., by the way, still playing great basketball, just hustling his little tail off. Grizzlies, 2nd seed right now in the West. And they do have a tough remaining schedule and everything. But, man, they looking Gucci. The only thing is, though, the West is reloading and ready to go at it. As you know, we've had some trade stuff. And of course, everybody's talking about the fallout from Luka, which I think is being a little overblown in certain aspects. And I'm not talking about from fans. Like, I feel bad for Dallas fans. I saw a bunch of fans on Twitter. I saw a bunch of Dallas fans who were just so damn upset because Luka's gone again. And it is kind of crazy. I mean, to be honest with you, and again, I will, like, Dallas Mavericks organization knows him better than anybody. That's just the facts. But again, this is at least once in a generational, like, talent, because again, LeBron James is and as much as I always like to chide people because it makes them crazy, especially the younger fellas, talking to MJ and LBJ, LeBron James, LBJ. Anyway, I mean, when LeBron was 25. Like, he's the only player, like 25 or younger. He had 16,000 points, 4,000 rebounds, and 4,000 assists. That's the most. Luka's right up there, the only other one that's 25 or younger with 12,000 points, 3,600 rebounds, and 3,500 assists. That's some serious sick company. And those numbers are ridiculous. And this is for a doughboy who doesn't even, he just likes to drink and eat donuts. The thing is, though, he's just better than you. Has he put in the work his whole life to become the best basketball player? Yes. But he likes just to play basketball. He doesn't like the whole exercise part. It makes me think of what, Kenny Powers? I'm a baseball player. I don't do all that exercise. I mean, there's not very many people out there who can just go do it the way Luka does it. And don't get me wrong. Is he a hella athlete? Yes. Is he in better shape than all of us? Yes. But does he go about it like LeBron James does? No. Is he a consummate professional all the time? No. But again, we've all, like, I remember when I was growing up, there was a dude in this city. His name was Ryan Lynch. Ain't putting all your stuff out there is all positive. We got nothing but love for this guy. When he was a sophomore, he was, the best baseball player, I think, in the city. Talk about that 96 Germantown team that was out of control. You had Hood and Hale and all kinds of just badasses, like Lauderhaus. Bunch of just badasses over there. But him as a sophomore, he was like the best damn pitcher in the state, led everybody in hitting, could do anything he wanted to. Just didn't like exercise, didn't run. He looked kind of like, he was just that, he's big bone like Luka, we'd say. But he was just better than everybody else at every damn thing he did. He rolled out of bed. He loved playing ball, but then after that, after like his sophomore year, he was like, damn, man, I'm tired of all this. I like going to practice. Why do I got to practice? Reminds me of Allen Iverson. Practice? We talking about practice? And that might be what put off Dallas to say, hey, we're going to invest $345 million guaranteed because of the Supermax contract. And they were scared off because he likes to drink beer. He likes to eat donuts. He likes to go to college sorority parties. I mean, damn, he ain't 25 years old. And I think he might have just turned 25. But I'm just saying he's a baby. I get it. Do you know how stupid you were when you were 25? And again, the dude does not have to come in Steph Curry style shape. That's the thing that's amazing about Steph Curry is like he's the best at what he does. He became the best shooter. But it's because he worked his ass off. Was he talented? Yes. But, man, this kid coming out of high school and then thinking about the college and, man, yeah, he poured it on and he was drafted, of course, in the NBA. But, like, dude, where he's at, all-time, possibly greatest shooter ever, putting in that work. Luka don't work like that. But, damn, he's still a baller. But maybe him teaming up with LeBron James at 40 years old, he might take the young fella and say, hey, man, this Lakers team is yours, but let me teach you how to take care of your body because, man, I'm 40 years old. I'm still going. Let me help you become a consummate pro. Maybe that's what LA's hoping with LeBron and Luka. Of course, they're also hoping to capitalize like the Dodgers did on their Japanese players, especially Shohei Ohtani. And I get it. A whole country tuning in. The way we now get revenue, Dodgers model is working. I just don't know if Luka's going to have, and the reason I brought up my buddy Ryan Lynch, does Luka want to play till he's, does he want to play another 10 seasons? Luka's kind of the guy I could see going Barry Sanders. Again, Barry Sanders was the best running back in the NFL. After 10 seasons, he said, see you, bye. Oh, no, Barry, we're going to give you all this money. No, bro, I'm good. I'm great. I'm comfortable. Happy with my situation. Now, comparing Barry Sanders to Luka and like their ways, I think Barry was just sick of losing to Detroit. But some people can hang it up. I don't know. We'll see what happens with this Luka stuff. But the stuff about the Luka that makes me the craziest, again, I can't get in Luka's head. Dallas organization knows him. Luka only knows what, he wants for the future. Who knows? Again, he loves sorority parties and drinking beer. But people do grow up. Like maybe when you get around 30 and you start realizing, hey, man, my body don't recover the way it used to. When you start seeing the end, you kind of care a little bit more about what you have. But for the NBA players, and this is no disrespect because I was just, talking about Steph, who's a great player, great person. Thank God he held on last night with the damn Warriors game. I was about to smoke their head. I almost blew a big lead last night to Orlando. But they took care of business. I got paid. But Steph's always been such a consummate pro. But listening to him after the game talk about the Lucas situation. Listening to Ant-Man talk about the situation after the ball game. And they're just like, oh my gosh. Like nobody can go to sleep at night in the NBA and just be comfortable. We're going to lose sleep because if anybody can lay their head on the pillow and wake up and be traded the next day the way Luka was.
Jokic said the same thing.
Huh?
Jokic said the same thing.
Oh, I know. All of them got the same damn line, man. Ant-Man, same thing.
Good point.
Nobody's safe. Bro, watching Luka get off that damn private jet, I felt so bad for him. I was like, dude, you got to go. You've been losing sleep, haven't you, Luka? Like, Steph Curry, number one, you ain't going nowhere, Holmes. Like, they ain't getting rid of you ever. Like, you one of those guys who's going to be there forever. Just like MJ was, you going to be a Golden State Warrior. At least I think.
If the Grizzlies called you, if you're the general manager of the Grizzlies, and Dallas called you and said, we can give you Luka, what would you have given up for him?
Damn. Thanks for putting me on the spot. That's hell, you'd have to open up and listen to a lot. Like, how do you want to construct your team around Luka would first be your philosophy. Like, what pieces do I need to take the Grizzlies to the next step with Luka? Because right now you're second in the West. You can't give up the whole bath.
It's not what I asked, though.
I mean, I'd be willing to listen on any single player, Ja, Tripp, every single one of them. It's the package deal. Like, how much do you have to give up? How many first-round picks do I have to give up? I wouldn't even be worried about the picks as much as actually the players because I'd want to win right now.
So you would give up Ja or Jaren for Luka. Okay, I was making sure.
Depending on how I construct the team, absolutely. You wouldn't. Sure. I mean, I love Ja. Don't get me wrong. He's flying, and now you're going to have people hating me. I love him.
Well, I was making sure because I loved your comment yesterday.
Is fat and doughy and drunk as
drunk
Luka
and fat,
is.
yeah,
drunk and fat as Luka
yesterday.
is. I'm more worried about Ja's body holding up over the course of time than Luka's big, chubby butt, who's about 260 pounds. Again, he can take the banking. If he gets knocked on the ground, he's got all that cushion. Ja, when he gets knocked on the ground, dude, it's just muscle bone, ligaments, and tendons. Thank God there's a little blood in there. He's a high flyer. He is a better freaking athlete than everybody else. Luka's fat boy game's gonna last a long time just because it ain't like he's beating you on athleticism. He's a great passer. He can shoot from anywhere. He can post you up with his gigantic big old butt like he's Meg the Stallion, shaking that thing. So his game will last. It's not like the fat boy has to all of a sudden sober up and get skinny to be the best basketball player on the court almost every single damn night.
You guys stop drinking so much.
But Ja, on the other hand, his game is based on being the best athlete on the freaking court. It's like speed. It's athleticism. It's explosiveness. And by the way, I mean, hell, he could last for a long time. It ain't like he's carrying a whole lot of weight. The problem is it's the pounding. It's just the whole physical nature of playing sports, professional sports, period. So I look at Doughboy and say, yo, Doe, you can be a fat boy for a long time. That's the other thing about Dallas. Like, why are you worried if he's not in the best shape? Because he's still better than everybody else. I mean, he's a top 5 player in the NBA. He's a baby. I mean, they were in the finals last year, right? I don't know. I think it's all about money, as I talked about yesterday with the LA franchise looking over at the Dodgers and saying how, damn, do we want to be the Angels or do we want to be the Dodgers? Angels did not know how to use Shohei Ohtani and make all that bank. Dodgers, they did, and they have, and they continue to. So, I don't know. I mean, Doughboy's, I mean, he's going to be great for a long time. The thing is just what does he want? But man, again, I don't know how these players, like sometimes I feel like if I owned an organization, do you know what I would do? I would have like an hour a week and I would like mock interview my players so they didn't say stupid stuff like, man, like, I mean, we just had the wildfires out in California. You got like, damn, all the stuff that's going on. And they're like, dude, there's not a single player that's safe. I just don't know, man, if I'm going to be able to like lay my head on the pillow and ever just get a good night's sleep because anybody could be traded now. Like, shut the hell up, Holmes. Like, seriously, shut the hell up. I mean, that might be the dumbest. Like, these NBA players who are whining about this and crying and, like, I mean, say something funny. Be like, I mean, I don't know, but don't say, I mean, you look like some of the people who are in North Carolina on the videos on X after a post-game interview, like, we need help. Bro, so you might have to move to one of these amazing other cities and fly in on a private jet. I think you're all right. But anyway, I've been on that for way too long. I am so excited, by the way. Did you see Joe Lunardi's bracketology?
Yeah, I don't know about you. I did not like it.
I mean, I don't mind being a 4 seed if you're looking at me through just the Memphis glasses. 4 seed, I'll take it right now, all day, every day. Give it to me twice on Sunday. Yeah, baby. You didn't like that? I was shocked at like the
4's
top.
cool, I guess.
What, do you really think they're going to get better than a 4?
No, that's not my issue, no.
Is it the fact that you got 2 SEC teams in the top 4?
No, it's the fact that Joe Lunardi's predicting them to play Grand Canyon in the first game.
Oh, you don't like, man, okay, so you're the only person I know right now who's already freaking looking at their opponent.
GCU's a wagon.
Dude, I like the fact that Arizona's in the bracket, though, because I think Caleb Love, man, like, I ain't sweating that.
Love train.
He can go out there and throw up 13 bricks in a row. I mean, can he catch on fire and scare the hell out of you?
Well, that's the thing, John. He'll shoot 40 times to
get his 25
points.
Yeah. So I loved the matchup, actually, with Memphis. I wasn't thinking about the first round game. But if you look at Lunardi's bracket, of course, it's buck wild. And what I mean by that, it's got 13 SEC teams in. 13 SEC teams in. And do you know what tonight is? SEC hoops, baby. By the way, I'll be down in Oxford with Stats tonight. I'm fired up about that. Get ready, Oxford. I'm coming. But Kentucky and Ole Miss play tonight, 6 o'clock. That's on ESPN. You got mad great games. Again, Florida, who just got their ass beat by Tennessee. I'm talking about bent over and spanked. And I guess Lunardi was so damn impressed. I mean, Tennessee's a 1 seed in his bracket. That is impressive. To have 2 1 seeds out of one conference. Again, 86 Big East is like starting to think about how stacked this conference is. But every night in the SEC just means more. And damn it, man, Tuesdays and Wednesday, it really does just mean more. And if you've been gambling, like I have been, of course, I love Tuesday and Wednesday. In fact, the new day, because, Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Damn, no, it was just Wednesday and Friday were allowed date nights with Chaz because of football season. Now she's all confused because she thought we were going somewhere on Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm like, no. SEC, that was last week. Now she's been corrected. But Kentucky, Ole Miss tonight, Oklahoma and Auburn, the number 1 team in the country. Johnny Broom's dominating. Auburn is a 17.5-point favorite. Oklahoma's been playing great of late. Not great, but for Oklahoma, they have been playing great. A lot better anyway. Kentucky's coming off an ass whipping by Arkansas at their house. Now they're going down to Oxford to play Ole Miss. Ole Miss, who's had some heartbreakers down in Starkville, that damn overtime loss, that painful loss to Missouri and A&M, and man, just a little run. They got a Texas win snuck up in there. They lost to Auburn at their house last time. So Ole Miss tonight. Kentucky, 2 teams that need a dub. I have a feeling it's going to be a old-fashioned hoedown, throwdown tonight down in Oxford. But SEC hoops we're definitely going to talk a whole lot about today. NBA action, so we got a lot of basketball. Plus, we got to talk about the big game. I'm afraid I'm getting paralysis by analysis. Do you know what I mean by that, Darian?
You are tired of being smart.
No. I have read, I have watched, I have gotten in the numbers. I watched the damn
hurt.
Super Bowl from the time the Eagles played the Chiefs, even though it's a much different game. I don't know what I'm doing because now I've watched so much that I've convinced myself on both ways exactly how this game could go. And that's kind of a scary thought. Kansas City's defense, I feel, is so underrated in many aspects when it comes to this one. Because, I mean, the Eagles, I just keep hearing about how great their defense is. Oh, the Eagles. Oh, my God, did you know Pat Mahomes only threw like 2 touchdowns in 8 games this year? There's all kinds of this. It just almost feels like the only advantage the Chiefs have is Jalen Hurts is not as good as Pat Mahomes.
Nope. The only advantage they got is the coach.
No, the quarterback. I'm taking freaking the Kansas City Chiefs
That quarterback is so lucky.
in Pat Mahomes. Dude, he might sound like Kermit, but dude, he ain't no damn Muppet. Like this dude, he's the leader of the Chiefs. Right now, he's the face of the NFL. Even though if people out there are hating on him just because he wins too much. Hell, I loved his answer yesterday. Do you feel like you're the villain now? Well, if being the villain means winning all the time, I'll be the villain. Because that's all I want to do is win. Good for you, Pat. But just again, talking about that defense, you know the Chiefs' defense by basically, if you go by the rushers this year that have gone against them, yards per rush, Chiefs' defense second against running backs. Rushes of 10-plus yards on the season versus running backs, they're third. Rushing yards per game, they're fourth. The problem is, though, when you look at the numbers, and I saw that, I'm like, damn, man, maybe they can stop Saquon. If anybody can stop Saquon, it's the Chiefs. They look like they built for it. But, boy, quarterbacks have carved them up on the ground. You know who can run as a quarterback? Jalen Hurts. But guess what? They faced Josh Allen. Last year, they went down to Baltimore and beat Lamar Jackson. All these people saying this is the game where Jalen Hurts is going to take control with his legs. Bro, again, Jalen Hurts is a good little football player, but let's not even come close to comparing him to Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen, the quarterbacks on the ground that the Chiefs face on a reg. I mean, please. I was listening to, again, paralysis by analysis, but I'm starting to realize that all I do is I argue with whatever point they're making. Do you find yourself just doing that to the TV, Darian, ever? Like, listening to this morning, I mean, I can't just watch, like, whatever, ESPN, FX1 stuff, because, like, one, there's commercials, and that drives me nuts. So I record them, usually fast forward the early stuff in the morning, yada, yada, yada. And then I watch a bunch of BS off the YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Not BS, great stuff, but I do the Crane and Company all the time. But there's so many different, like, real good little NFL podcasts that break it down, do the film study and all this stuff. Like, it's fascinating what YouTube's become. Like, if you really want to get NFL breakdowns, I hate to say it, as much as I like NFL Live, that ain't where it's at. Like, you got homies out there doing their thing that are just breaking this game down to the nth degree. But one little homie was talking about this is the game that Jalen Hurts because the Chiefs this year. And he broke down the numbers, and it makes sense if you just look at the numbers and you're just a numbers person. But there's context to everything. Like if your football team play the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Bucks, like, you know, if you were in the NFC South and you played, like if you were the Saints and you play the other 3 teams, you'd play them all twice. That's 6 games a year. None of those quarterbacks run. Don't you think your rushing numbers versus good quarterbacks would go way up? Versus if you're the Buffalo Bills and you're playing the Ravens. If you're anybody playing the Buffalo Bills, Bo Nix can use his legs in the NFL. I mean, dude. Hell, C.J. Stroud didn't use him in the regular season, but sure did in the postseason. I mean, let's not forget AR-15 Anthony Richardson over there in Indianapolis can scoot. Like, there's a lot of dudes that can actually take over a football game with their feet.
I don't like AR-15. He's a concussion waiting to happen.
Because he goes head first into everybody.
He's more of an athlete than a quarterback.
He's a hella athlete, bro.
Yeah, he's an athlete. He's not a quarterback.
Not yet.
You like him? You like his future?
I just like
he'll be out of the league in 2 to 3 years.
I mean, his athleticism, I think will keep him. Like Joe Milton, by the way, who looked great in his start for the New England Patriots, which shocked me because they couldn't get him fixed at Michigan. They couldn't get him fixed at Tennessee. But damn, he looked good at New England. Again, has a hose, can run, and is just big. If Anthony Richardson ever gets, I mean, think about it. Josh Allen coming out of Wyoming, by the way, remember Darian had the ugly freaking duckling, like sidearm funky throw. He had terrible footwork. They went and got like a biometric, like put all these little buttons on him and showed computer like how bad his throwing motion, what it was supposed to be, put him in a thing and filmed him throwing like 100 balls a day. Once they got his feet right, got his footwork done, then they worked on his throwing motion. They completely rebuilt him because, damn it, he's just built different.
That's what you do.
Coaching is important.
That's what you do when you care for someone.
And if you get somebody, and I'm sure the Colts right now, and Shane Steichen would like to, like, dude.
Let me know when they do that with him. They don't think he's worth that.
that.
Yeah, they need to. They don't think he's worth that. He ain't worth fixing. I've been out on him, Joe. This is not new. I've been out on him.
I'm not saying that he's like going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread, but where the hell are they going to go get some help right now? Because the draft this year, I mean, are you sure that one of these quarterbacks is going to be better than Anthony Richardson?
No, you give him a go.
The thing about Anthony is you got to realize he only had 15 starts in college.
Yeah. And it's showing. But, yeah, you give him another go again.
Fewer than 15. I think it might be 13.
13.
Yeah, 13.
I want to say 13.
Like, he had, like, I mean, this is a guy who still hasn't played a lot of football versus Brock Purdy, who had 40 starts at Iowa State. Bo Nix, who had over 50 starts between Auburn and Oregon. That's why I think Dylan Gabriel, again, not just because he has he's a smaller guy. I'm not really big into the little ones. He's a little thicker than, of course, Bryce Young. But again, over 50 starts, that's appealing. Guys who play a lot of football understand football in situations, and they've been there, done that. Seeing those live bullets, man. But again, back to what I was saying and arguing, the whole point is numbers are important, and that's why I think I kicked AI's ass. But you have to go and look in the context. Again, the rushing quarterbacks that the Kansas City Chiefs played this year can actually move. So saying that, they're the 20th against quarterback rushing this year, damn, bro. Like, everybody in their over in the AFC West can run except for the Raiders. Quarterbacks were running for their lives. I mean, Justin, he will run on you. Bo will. And again, Lamar, Allen, they're ridiculous. And by the way, has Josh Allen gotten to a Super Bowl since Pat Mahomes and that Kansas City defense have been rolling? What's the answer? It's no.
It's no.
Lamar at home couldn't get it done last year. Josh Allen again in Kansas City comes up short. So, man, you know what? I'm just thinking, because I'm arguing with all the people that are going with Philadelphia, I'm leaning damn Kansas City Chiefs. Damn it, I am late for a break. Darren, you got to keep this man on point. I look over at you, and I see that clock, and I say, whoops.
You're all good today. You got no guess.
That's right, dude. I'm just chilling, talking with y'all. Y'all hit me up and let
me know.
I told you
I'm your Luka yesterday.
That's right.
You're the old LeBron. I'm Luka. Do your thing. I'm letting you shoot the ball.
Thank you. And remember, you miss every shot you don't take. Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line. Life's too short for ordinary jewelry. 901-360-8255. 901-360-8255. Hit me up and let me know what you think about the big game between the Eagles and the Chiefs. And also, do we need to get rid of media days for the Super Bowl? The big game?
Of course not. Then we're out of jobs, Joe.
No. Like, can we make it to where it's more serious? Like, I need some, like, I know it's supposed to be cute or whatever, but it's not.
Now, if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna
Like,
make it
what's that
serious,
little-
it
what's
just
the-
needs to be one day.
What's the little short dude from I think the Kimmel Show? The little short dude, the little
The
short.
wee man?
No. Like Guillermo,
I'm like that.
like asking stupid questions.
Yeah, but that's the
Nickelodeon
entertainment
asking
portion.
Questions. I mean, I guess for Nickelodeon, it's for the
You
kids.
know what you want to do is just extract the foolishness because it's so long. They allowed the Hollywood aspect in it a little bit. At the beginning of the week, you won't have those folk. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They let them do their thing the beginning of the week and get them out of the way.
I guess I'm just trying to get some information.
You want some real football?
I
That's
need
all.
some. I need to see what these homies are thinking, man.
No, they're looking for ratings Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Nitty gritty Thursday, Friday.
But who the
Saturday.
hell is watching that?
They do like a lot. Like it goes on late night
I
TV, and they're
know.
like, we were at the Super Bowl pranking Patrick Mahomes, and gets a million views. It's TV, Joe.
Yeah. I mean, hell, the Wiggles have been around for like 20 years. You know they are. Oh my Lord, still wiggling. And I'm not talking about wiggle dancing like at a Panic Show. I'm talking the Wiggles like for kids. Anyway, I got to get back to sports. We've been talking a lot of little football. We got to break down some NBA. We got to do some bets. I got some really funny stories for Hardwood. Bunch of crazy stuff going on out there. So do me a favor, don't you dare touch that dial. We'll be back in two shakes. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Sports 56
Napa Cafe celebrates 26 years in 2024. Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I want to thank you for making us part of your dining experiences. Treat yourself tonight with a delightful dinner. Maybe start with an appetizer like our baked sweet peculiar peppers stuffed with goat cheese and mozzarella, finish with basil pistou, and move on to one of our cozy dishes like the double chocolate stout braised boneless beef short ribs with tonkatsu sauce and creamy mashed potatoes, or a fresh seafood dish like our pan-roasted ginger buttered sea bass with cilantro soy vinaigrette. I get hungry just talking about it. Don't forget about dessert, our famous sweet buttermilk pie with brown sugar sauce, or drink your dessert with one of our signature dessert cocktails, like the lemon cheesecake martini, lemony, icy, frothy, and dusted with graham cracker crumbs. Napa Cafe, open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. For reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. Come join us as we celebrate 26 years of Napa Cafe. We can't wait to serve you.
Tito's handmade vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about everything. From the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys, beyond the bottle, Tito's has gained a reputation for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits around the world to serve its community and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's and learn more at Tito'sVodka.com. 40% alcohol by volume, mainly 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. A little two-stepping Tuesday today. Gotta tell you, man. During the break, I did something that was great.
What you do? Read a book?
Ate a half a donut, man. Gibson's.
I hadn't had any donuts in a while.
Man, it's been a long time.
I ain't a breakfast person, man. Like I should be.
It's
but,
kind of weird. We're talking about Donut Boy, Luka Doncic, and
Mi-
donuts
Michelin
show up.
man.
I love that.
Hey, LeBron again.
That just proves manifest. We've been talking about Fat Boy Donuts, eating like donuts and beer, and guess what? I know there's some beer up in this joint. We got donuts. Manifest. Now, I got a couple of people out there, and I just wanted to bring this up real quick before we jump off this topic. Luka, my phone during the break, and again, I guess during that first segment when I was talking about, Luka is, the Dallas Mavericks got off of him. They know him better than everybody. I don't know all the ins and the outs of the relationship. I'm not going to pretend to. But from a basketball standpoint, Luka is a top 5 talent in the NBA.
Easily top 3, if you ask me.
I mean, man, I'm with you. I'm not going to sit there and argue. I'm just saying I'm
Young
going to
man is
guarantee
awesome.
you there ain't going to be a lot of people who say, no, he's not top 5. He led his team to a finals last year.
And he made shots. Like, he's
He
the
makes
reason.
shots. He's also, by the way, the best passer on the Mavericks, which is interesting. They got rid of him because he's, the one who helps get Lively's injured. But you know what I mean. Like, that young squad, other than Kyrie, Luka's the facilitator.
Yes, he's one of 2 people that average 25, 7, and 7 in a season, John. Guess who's the other?
LeBron.
Ding. Come on, John.
Don't ask me those difficult ones.
Come on, John.
I just gave you the under 25 club. Nobody else has gotten 10,000 points under 25. At least that according to
This can be historic in a lot of ways.
ESPN.
Man.
I mean, dude, 12,000 points. He's not even 25 years old again. 3,600 rebounds, 3,500 assists. Dude's balling. He's not 25. I love Ja, and that's the reason I brought it back up because, man, my text line and my phone, been coming strong at me.
Do you need security?
No, I don't need no security, bro. Big Dom, you can keep your job taking care of Nick Sirianni. But a lot of people are out there saying, there's no way, you're crazy. What did he say? Thank you, Grizzly Steve. He said, man, you out your mind. To give up Ja for Sloppy Joe Luka, never. Now, I'm the one who calls him fat and drunk.
I would have.
But I also say and admit he's just better than you. Again,
Yes.
he's just better than you.
We're dealing with facts.
He's that big bone fat boy who doesn't like to work out. You remember John Kruk in baseball?
Absolutely.
Dude drank beer, never lifted a weight in his life, and hit 300. There's just some dudes who are just, it's ridiculous. They roll out of bed and they're better at something than you. And
it's like Kyle Schwarber right now. Kyle is your John Crook right now. Look how big Schwarber is. And he's just popping them.
Yeah, but man, he actually even leads off for the Phillies.
Yes.
And he's still in pretty good shape and can run.
Doughy. He's good and doughy.
He's a little doughy.
Crook is bigger though.
But no, Kruk just had a freaking beer gut, a mullet, and
yeah.
one
of a kind.
I mean, there's the Phillies and him. I watched that documentary about that crazy team because you got Lenny Dykstra is doing juice, working out all the time. Damn it, who was the big yoke dog on their team? Like that was just. You had a bunch of dudes who were just ripped, lifting weights, serious all the time. Then you had a couple of dudes like Kruk who were just drinking beer and chilling. Was it Darren Dalton who they said would drink 3 pitchers after every game? They just come and set them down back then. Some dudes just don't have to work at it to be better than you at it. They've worked and they're like, hey, I'm better than all of y'all. And then they stop working and they still better than you because they just maintain. Imagine Fat Boy Babe Ruth if he ever would have ran a sprint. He trotted when he hit a home run. He hit home runs because he said he didn't like running the damn bases. Luka, he just rolls out of bed and gets buckets. I mean, Steph Curry was not born a bucket. Steph Curry is what is by design and work and ethic. And him going out there and coming in better shape, he is constantly running around that court like a crazy man. That dude's running through screens. I mean, how many miles a man that dude runs every single night on that court is to me crazy. But Jokic, again, should have 4 MVPs. Thank you, Texter. I don't know if you know this. They ain't never going to say Jokic is going to be a swimsuit model, even though he does put out pictures of him shirtless on horses. I felt sorry for the horse when I saw that, by the way. Did you not?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Like, damn, like it looks like a dude on a little miniature pony. By the way, I came up with my next great idea yesterday.
Uh-oh.
You know, I'm always trying to, like, I watched and noticed, you know, men like to gamble. We love gambling. Ladies, girls, like there's a lot of girl dads out there. I can't believe I'm going on this sidebar and bringing this to the table. But tell me what y'all think about this. You know, we've had lingerie football, okay? So my idea can't be that bad. We had basketball played on trampolines, you know? Like there's been some crazy ideas. Everybody thought that like snowboarding crap was going to fade out. And look at it. It's like big time. But man, dads like to gamble, right? Right. Daughters like ponies. You know those little miniature horses? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the little rocking ones.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No, the ones that you buy them and they're called like miniature horses.
Okay, yeah.
Like they're beautiful, long hair and all this stuff. And little girls all want a pony when they're growing up, right? Dads all want to make their daughters happy, right? What if you get little miniature horses? And by the way, I saw this because I was watching one of the little tiny people. Are we allowed to call midgets anything other than that? Or is like even that word not considerate?
I think tiny people is appropriate.
Man, that is ridiculous. How many friends you got that are little?
0.
Yeah, that's right then.
I'm inconsiderate.
Man, don't even know a little person. How do you know what he wants to be called? I got little friends.
My mama's little.
But the point is, man, they need work, bro. Like, I mean, it's kind of like Drake. How many handicapped people are out there right now looking for work, and Drake's out there pretending to be one on a TV show? Like, that's some BS, Drake. You want to talk about somebody who's politically incorrect? How about you give somebody in a real wheelchair a job? Drake. And by the way, you became a rapper after playing like that part. Just makes me like, you are so flaccid and fake. They can do anything today. Turn you into a hard pimp. You're a soft Canadian dork. And his dad who lived in my building was the biggest loser. How do you introduce, hey, I'm Drake's dad. Well, what's your name?
Drake dad.
I'm Drake dad, man. Whatever, dude. Congrats. Point is, they need jobs too. What if you take miniature horses, tiny people, and you invent polo on a different level where they use like little croquet because they're little people on little horses, and they hit the bigger ball. And if they knock it through the hole, they win. So you get to gamble. The little girls get to look at the little horses, and we employ tiny people. It's like a win-win-win.
Sounds like a halftime show at the AutoZone Liberty Bowl.
Dude, this sounds like a great idea, bro. I don't know about y'all. If y'all want to invest in my new game, I haven't figured out what we call it.
It's called the circus, John.
No, dude, I'm telling you. Think about it. How many ponies? Again, miniature horses, tiny people getting employment. We're helping out. Like, we probably get government funding for that. And the gambling aspect. And plus, don't we have a polo club here? You don't have to take up that much land. It's kind of like you put them on a little small, you know, like, because again, they're miniature horses, tiny people, and they're using like croquettes instead of like those big mallets that they use in polo. I need a name, 901-360-8255, 901-360-8255. Life's too short for ordinary jewelry. Hit me up the Sissy Log Cabin text and listener line. What do I call my new invention? I think this game would go global. I mean, dude. And think about it. It'd be like the NBA. You'd get the best of the best. Involve horseback riding.
We don't have the name, but we have the soundtrack. So they will be playing horses.
A couple of texters came in, got some names. Call it Lil Polo. I like that, Lil Polo. Lil Polo. Yo, baby girl, you want to get tickets and go see Lil Polo? All right, cool. Well, hey, right here, pet this little miniature horse. I'm going to run to the snack bar and place the bet. I like this. And think about it, man. You could even incorporate the whole community, the LBGTQ, because you could have some of the ponies dressed up as magical little My Little Ponies. Like, dude, we are incorporating the whole world in one place.
Call it Lil Polo.
Lil Polo.
Lil Polo.
And then somebody just texted me, and then I got
Y'all
high.
stop.
And then I got high. Da, 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 da. I love it. I think this game, I'm telling you right now, if you want to invest, let me know. I can reach out. We're going to find, if you got to hook up on, I got to hook up on some little people. You get to hook up on the My Little Ponies. Man, we find the land, y'all donate me a little square. Like, we don't need a big piece. They're little people and little ponies.
Little Polo.
Little Polo. Yo, y'all want to watch a little Polo? Grab your daughters. Let's go. I like this idea. There's, we can call it solo. They're small. Call it so low. There's a bunch of good ones coming in here. Keep those coming, man. I hope y'all like my idea.
Apparently they do.
And by the way, I'm trying to be politically correct for you young folks. I'm trying. I'm also trying to get people a job. And I think we should boycott Drake because, again, like, I didn't even know he played in, what is it, Degrassi?
Yeah,
Was it on Nickelodeon? Or something like that? It looked like a little bitty, I hate to say
It used
it.
to be the CW as well.
Oh, it was on the CW. Is that the one with the little cartoons always jumping out? All right. Little Polo. Brought to you by the Point Strip Club. I like that. I could be an announcer. We've got coming out of the first. No. I got to take a break. But I do have to tell you something. If you need to get away, I got a spot for you. They're open right now. They got the coldest beer in town, 4632 Winchester Road. It's Getaway Sports Bar. They have not just the coldest beer in town. Amazing bar grub. They also have 6 pool tables, 2 dart boards, a golden tee. Get your quarters, man. Actually, now that I think about it, just
Do
so
you see
know,
these messages coming?
yes, they are. I love y'all, by the way. I hope you know they are coming in. My phone is also blowing up, so I guess it was.
See, we
pretty
can call
good.
it little jousting.
Dude, a little jousting too. Think about this can go global for different games. We can have a little polo.
Why are y'all doing
Little
this?
polo. We can have a little jousting.
Why
Oh
are
my
y'all doing this to
gosh.
me, man?
Pink pony. By the way, pink pony polo. Shane, that's strong. Pink pony polo, sponsored by the Pink Pony.
Little jousting. Oh my
Dude.
goodness.
Somebody just sent me, damn, John. How high are you? I am not high. Not any higher than I have been when I've come to work. These are the things I think about. Like, I'm always trying to help little people. I'm always trying to help everybody, actually. And I always, because I'm a girl dad, thinking about what you can do to better, girl dads' lives. And I'm just telling you, I think this is one of them. I love you, Matt. You're funny, too. I got to take a break. I'm going to pay some bills.
Please
I want
do.
y'all to sit there and figure out again. We got little jousting. We got little polo. We can incorporate so much. I mean, we could have a damn whole, like you talk about, by the way, is the circus gone? Like, have you seen a Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey circus in a long time? They still got that junk going?
They do. They do.
Bruh. Making bank, making kids happy, making dreams come true. Think about all the little people out there right now who just thought to myself, thank you, John. Give me an opportunity. I got something I can grow up and want to be. Well, you won't grow too much, but you can be whatever you can dream. I'm here for you. Don't touch the dial. We're back in 2 shakes. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Jenkins Floors and More invites you to their retail warehouse where they pass wholesale savings on to you. Jenkins Floors in Little Rock, Cleveland, Mississippi, and now open in Horn Lake at 2356 West Goodman Road. Specializing in flooring and carpeting, tile, plantation shutters, and blinds, Jenkins makes your life easy with a 2-week turnaround. Contractors, builders, or family projects, call 662-469-9350 for a free estimate. Owners Timmy and Rebecca Jenkins say hello to Sports 56 fans and look forward to your business.
Is your wife asking you to stop eating junk food? We have it covered at Humdinger. It's quick, and it's healthy, and most important, it tastes amazing. Many choices from salmon salad to rainbow trout and grilled asparagus. Come visit us for lunch at Humdinger, 6300 Poplar Avenue. So good, Coach Penny eats with us weekly. Don't forget, Humdinger's offers full-service catering for weddings, social events, or your corporate lunches. You can call 901-260-8292 to find out more.
Attention homeowners, it's time to score big with Choate's air conditioning, heating, plumbing, and generators. For the first 50 callers who purchase a new carrier system, generator, or tankless water heater, choose between 60 months of no interest financing or free air duct cleaning, a $500 value. Plus, don't miss our $39 February deals. Choose from a furnace tune-up, a sewer inspection, or an electrical panel inspection. It's the perfect way to prepare your home for the season. But hurry, this winning deal ends February 28th. Don't fumble this opportunity to claim these amazing offers. Call Choates today at 347-8086. And remember, Choates, let our family serve your family.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a little two-stepping Tuesday out here. We got great basketball tonight. Ole Miss plays Kentucky at their crib. Thank goodness I'll be down there having a lot of fun, watching some hoops, hopefully winning a lot of money. We'll break down some SEC hoops. We really will. We'll also talk NBA. Grizzlies just keep winning. Took care of business last night. Dropped the Spurs. Wemby is tall, by the way. Like, really tall dude. Really tall. Like, how many tiny people would you have to stack on top of each other to get to 7'5"? I want all y'all out there to try to figure this out. Get out your graphing calculators, your TI. Like, I think I had a TI like 84 or 85 when I was growing up. What are they now? Like TI 10,000?
Yeah.
Texas Instrument graphing calculators. Probably don't know what I'm talking about if you didn't take calculus.
Do you know what the TI stood for?
Texas Instrument.
Come on, somebody. There you go.
Because I just said it to you, too. I actually did go to school. Doesn't mean I remember anything. But I do know that I am a thinker. And a lot of y'all are out there thinkers. I've come up with a new league that we're going to start. Again, we're going to empower girl dads to the next level. We're going to employ tiny people. We are going to make little girls' dreams come true to go see their little My Little Ponies live. Doing jousting, doing Lil Polo.
I got a new one for you.
I like this one also.
Low Balls Polo League. See that?
Low Balls Polo League. Like,
why do we look at that one?
And by the way, you would have to bring a giraffe and Victor Wembanyama out to watch the match just to show the difference between how big a giraffe and Victor Wembanyama are to a tiny person and a little pony.
Does Yuki qualify? Can Yuki be in the league, people? Is Yuki the...
Oh, my gosh. This is another one. Yuki is too tall.
Yeah, okay. So
like
Yuki's disqualified. Okay. So no Yuki. Okay.
Actually, how tall is Yuki? Like
5'4"? No,
5'4".
5'5", something like that.
I mean, he looks... Is he really? There's no way. I mean, if he really is, I mean, like, he's now the modern day, like, Spud Webb. Muggsy Bogues.
5'3".
Damn! No wonder he looks like a little kindergartner out there playing with high school kids.
Looks like a little polo.
Looks like he could play. Actually, he could definitely little polo. Man, we could have Yuki out there, bro. LPL, Little Polo League. I love that one.
Polo League.
Use croquet.
Why are y'all doing
I like this one. Use croquet mallets and beach balls. Produced by Happy Gilmore Productions.
Now
dude.
You're on to something.
And by the way, this just got me on another sidebar. Bob Barker's dead.
Yes, he is.
And this also correlates to how Drake's such an a-hole. That he took a handicapped person's job because he played a person in a wheelchair on Degrassi. Like, come on, Drake, let other people eat. Like, that's so wrong. Golly, Drake. And what was my point?
You're talking about the croquet mallets.
The croquet mallets, the beach balls. Oh, and Bob Barker. He's dead. Did you know that?
Yes, that's recently.
And they took this Drew Carey dude took over that joint.
Yep,
you know that?
he did. Yep.
And I feel like it's now going in the tubes after seeing what I saw last week. And again, that's what has to do with Drake. That's why I think I was thinking about Drake playing somebody in a wheelchair. Did you see what happened to the person who won the prize last week on The Price is Right?
No, Joe, what happened?
So it was a young lady in a wheelchair who was handicapped. And guess what?
She won.
She won. And she rolled on up that junt. She got up there to see my man, Drew Carey. She was elated. You could see the joy coming out of this girl's face. She's like, I cannot wait to see my prize. And when they were like, and this is what you won. And then they pull back the curtain. It's a treadmill. I said to myself, damn. Bob Barker wouldn't have let that ish happen. Drew, your team's sleeping on the job. You didn't see her roll up.
Oh, my God.
You didn't see her roll up, bro. You can change the prize.
Change the prize?
Sure, I know there's no way they're like, that's the only prize we got up in this joint. Bro.
No, that segment probably was
How about
already
drop
produced.
Off, just be like, oh, segment's already produced. Hey, $1,000, $5,000. I don't know. But don't be like,
treadmill.
I mean, damn, my mom, she taught at Shrine for like 30 years. She teaches over at Madonna, Vicky, all these wonderful people that I've known over the years and loved. And I couldn't imagine if somebody who was near and dear to me rolled up that junt, excited as they could be, like their heart's full of love, and then they pull back a treadmill. I would have looked over at him. I'm surprised she didn't, man, slap the damn glasses off that fool. And you got to blame Drew. He's in charge.
Oh, man.
I would have, if I was Drew Carey, he's a comedian, right? Been like,
yeah, that's not it.
We're just kidding. You're going to Aruba or something. Man, you think I run afoul. I'm trying to employ little people, get little girls to realize that little mini ponies are real and My Little Pony's real.
Hey, croquet mallets and beach balls, that was by your guy Johnny Texter.
Johnny Texter,
yeah, that was
my man down
Johnny
in
Texter.
Oxford. By the way, go Cabba Gamma Cabba. Go, by the way, Ole Miss. We got to break down a little Ole Miss, Kentucky. We got to talk about the big game. Keep the text rollings. I'm sorry. And by the way, get a little person comedian to be the guy that tells what's going on during the matches. Is Wee Man still out there? Get him a part of this joint. Man, we making dreams come true. Don't touch that dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Top Gun is the largest indoor range in the Mid-South, but size isn't their only difference. Top Gun has the best instructors with over 300 years combined experience and classes all the way from first shot to master marksmanship. Plus, Top Gun is affordable. Gold membership is just $48 a month. That's just $1.60 a day for a limited range time. Free gun rentals with purchase of ammo and members lounge access. Top Gun, 2770 Whitten Road and TopGunMemphis.com. Always ship with the best. Top Gun Memphis.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises. One sign that a bar is a great bar is their signature cocktails. And the signature cocktails at Bell Tavern really set the place apart. Maybe just a simple 3-whiskey old-fashioned with a house blend of domestic whiskeys or a barrel-aged Manhattan with Rittenhouse Rye, Rockwell Sweet Vermouth, barrel-aged bitters, and maraschino cherries. Those are 2 of the incredible drinks you can get at Bell Tavern, Memphis' perfect downtown neighborhood bar. And there are many, many more. Combine those drinks in the friendly atmosphere, and you've got Bell Tavern. Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studios, we are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis.
That was one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 at 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. Man, my man Neil over at the Half Shell, he sent me a good one. Get Lil Wayne to endorse it. LPL, Lil Polo League, brought to you by Lil Wayne. Come on now. I got to get
Y'all
off
are
this.
really on this.
Right, I don't think you understand. I got 3 rows of like the blue dot on the left that all have to do with little ponies.
With little ponies and little polo.
Mhm. Our
little
text
jousting.
line is lit the hell up. It is funny. Like you can talk about the Grizzlies. You can say, hey, yeah, I would trade Ja for Luka Doncic.
Sloppy Joe.
Got a couple texters in who are like, damn you. Bring up Lil Polo League.
Bring up Lil Polo.
Man, they forget about all what I said. They be laughing. They just be like I want to be a part of this. Let's invest.
Because he should be making drinks or food at the Half Shell right now, not texting you.
Oh, no, he's managing, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, bro.
Okay.
And he's probably off work today.
He a manager. He ain't one of the little people.
That was good. I love this, dude. We out there for the little man.
I said I wouldn't go get it.
I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, you're over there like trying to be straight-laced.
Oh, man. It was the little jousting. It was little
Just got you. Well, thank y'all for doing my segment, I guess, Deep Thoughts by John Harden. Some of the things that I think about it. I literally had like a 30-minute conversation with y'all about it, and it's probably about the conversation I had with one of my buddies. We had that, I guess you could say.
You can only get these conversations when the Grizz and Tigers are winning.
That is so true.
You
The
can only
sky
get
ain't falling,
the sky
is
ain't
it?
falling right now. So
And we got like great SEC basketball tonight. We've got the damn big game on Sunday. We got crazy trades. You know there's only 2 days left to the trade deadline?
yeah, was it the 6th, right? Thursday.
Yep, 2 days. That's what I was saying. You know, today is Tuesday, so in 2 days it'll be Thursday, Darian.
Ooh.
Now, I did not know the date was the 4th, so I appreciate you helping me out. But I didn't know it was damn Tuesday.
Hey, everybody need a little help.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, T-minus 10 days till, thank you for the little help. T-minus 10 days. I'm helping y'all out. You got Valentine's Day. For the procrastinators out there, just ignore this because you'll wait last minute anyway. For all your preparers, you preppers, golly, think about how extreme some people are. They can't do anything to the last damn minute. People out there like planning for the end of the world.
You know what you call those?
No.
Little procrastinators.
Lil Wayne, Lil Weezy. Oh, Lord. And now we got also some great jokes coming in. I know, you all know I steal everything, right? So I'll be definitely probably
That's what great people do.
stealing one of y'all's jokes and saying it here soon. Now, realistically, off my new league, again, if you do want to participate in the development of this league, follow me at Johnny_radio. DM me, and we'll get this thing going. I love that.
What you have for Valentine's Day? You were talking about Valentine's Day.
Oh, I was going to tell you, man, better take yourself out to Denstall's, though. You know what I mean? Like, the fine chocolates from Denstall's are just better than anybody. And by the way, Becky, thoughts and condolences. Love you, Becky Denstall. She man, just very, very sad news. Lost her husband. Breaks my heart. But she's trying to bring in a little joy. Head on over there. Make sure you give the loved one of your life a little bit of chocolate with a little bit of love. That's right. 10 days from Valentine's Day. Crazy. But we are T-minus not, 6 hours from Ole Miss, Kentucky, tipping it off. Got a lot of basketball to talk about. One thing I did want to say before I jump off this, I will never say this. I've never said this on the airways, but I love Kansas. What did I tell you yesterday? I said back up. I said, did I not tell you to go sell one of your kidneys? You can go buy one back after you just sell it for $20K, bet it on Kansas, double that up, and then go buy your kidney back. You didn't listen to me. I didn't see no stitches in your back.
No stitches.
Telling you, bro. After the way Kansas lost, blew that lead last weekend, they went out there and kicked the teeth out of Iowa State. The score really is indicative. 69-52, 17-point win over a top 18. Like Kansas is 16th. Iowa State was 8th. But again, Kansas at home at Fog Allen. They're ridiculous. And they whipped Iowa State's ass. And did you know that you could got Kansas -1.5? Never had to sweat that bad boy. That was a beautiful thing. But tonight's the big action. And one of the big stories for me, at least, was when I looked at, and I look at, kind of usually just very casual, like Joe Lenardi and Jerry Palm's bracketology, the couple of different ones that are out there. And just seeing how Joe Lenardi has his 4-1 seed, he has Duke, Alabama, Tennessee, and Auburn. Did you hear that there are 3 SEC teams on that one line?
I didn't realize that. Jerry, yeah.
Yeah. And that is just, to me, freaking crazy. Again, that's why I brought up the Big East. What was it, 86, right? They had
86.
Yeah, it was 86 Big East when they had 3 of the 4
Georgetown,
Final 4 teams.
Villanova, and was it Seton Hall?
I
want to say it out loud so I can let you know if I'm right now.
You look it up. And now you got to put me back on track because I got Little Pony League in my head.
Oh, man.
We were talking about hoops, weren't we? Oh, SEC, Joe Lenardi. Woo-wee, it's a miracle I got back. Lord. But no, Auburn right now looks like the best team in the country. What Bruce Pearl is doing is insanity. And I don't think there's any chance in hell that they can go undefeated in this conference because, again, that's just that's almost ridiculous. But, again, if they still, in their final 7 games, like they have 10 games left, 7 versus ranked, currently versus ranked opponents. If they lost 4 of those games, I still feel like they should be on a 1 line with their record. Alabama only lost 1 game in the SEC. Missouri's only lost 2. What a damn story. But they got the Vols with 4 losses in the Southeastern Conference at a 1 seed. And in the SEC, they're behind the Florida Gators, who are 5-3, Texas A&M Aggies, who are 6-3, Missouri Tigers, who are 6-2. But yet Tennessee is on that 1 line. So I had to do just a little bit of digging. And I was like, because, I went to the Columbus game and watched Ohio State kick Tennessee's ass. But I was supporting my other side of the family who are Vols fans, since I'm a rebel. But dude, I was like, man, how can they realistically, you really got them as a number 1 seed right now. And if you do a little bit of digging, you'll find out, oh, damn, their resume is straight up nasty, ridiculous, impressive. Like Tennessee, the quad 1 wins, the teams that they've gone on the road to beat, everything that they've basically been doing this season, and even their losses, besides getting their just ass handed to them down in Florida, come up saying actually 1 seed when you look at the rest of the teams around the country. I mean, dude, this is not about just one impressive win last week against the Gators. It's their body of work. The number of quad win teams and ranked opponents, their strength of schedule is just coming out the wazoo. They dropped Baylor. They dropped Louisville. Like everybody that you put Tennessee in front of them Arkansas, Florida, Texas, Georgia, Vanderbilt, Mississippi State, Auburn they lost to, Kentucky they lost to, Florida they won. And you're like, man, that's a damn good team. They're really, really good. But a lot of those, like the metrics and stuff from Ken Palm still has me puzzled of actually how they get here. 18-4 is a great record, is it not?
Yep.
It's impressive. The win without Ziegler, number one. Right now, they're number 2 in defense in the whole country. Problem is they can go like stretches without making a bucket.
That's why they would be the 4th 1 seed for me.
They would be the 4th 1 seed,
For
and
me.
I hear that. But damn, dude, there's still a lot of basketball left. And again, Duke, you're telling me that Houston, Purdue, dude, St. John's keeps winning. Watch out.
Okay, so I was waiting on that. Speaking of St. John's, we should be ashamed of ourselves, John.
Wow.
Not only was that Final Four not in 1986.
It was St. John's, and that's who I thought it was, but I didn't want to say it because
John,
I was like,
it
damn,
was-
I must be crazy.
It was not 86, like it was 85.
85.
So not only was St. John's there, it was Villanova and Georgetown, but it was
twin.
but it was our it was our team that was the other team there.
Yeah, it was right. It was the Memphis Tigers.
Memphis State.
Yep.
Yeah,
Memphis
I'm tripping.
State.
I don't know why. Please forgive us.
It's called edibles.
I'm pretty sure someone's at home like, you idiots. Memphis State played. It was 3.
I can't remember everything, people. I got dressed. I made it to work.
And you started a league today.
And I started a new, I'm telling you, man, this is going to be a Fortune 500 company one day.
And apparently you're going to have quite the investors. I did not think you would get this much traction.
I know when I said, at first you looked at me like I was crazy. You didn't even want to talk. You were like, I can't believe John's to say he is, oh my goodness.
You got names, resources. You're getting, all kind of stuff out of this. Little polo league.
I still haven't gotten one person who's done the math and figured out how many little people you'd have to stack on top of each other to get to being as tall as Victor Wembanyama.
They're probably all working. They can't count on their fingers right now.
By the way, what do we say about Rick Pitino?
What about him?
Am I on drugs?
No. We talked about St. John's, but not Rick Pitino's St. John's. You said you like St. John's right now. If you're talking about the present day, we were talking about the 1 seeds. You said a lot of basketball left. Purdue, St. John's. I like Houston, though.
So, am I all crazy right now? Is Rick Pitino not the coach of St. John?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I was
Thank
wondering
you.
why you were getting. Yeah, he is. He left Iona, so yeah.
Yeah, he got Tubby Smith the national championship.
He did. With Ron Mercer and those boys.
Rick been doing it different for everybody
Little
for a
Tony
long
Delk
time.
action.
Think about what he did when he was in Providence. Oh, no, was it Providence? Who was the team he took that had a little shooter and they shot more threes? Wasn't it Providence when Rick Pitino started?
Yeah, initially, yeah.
They shot more threes
Yeah,
than everybody
that was
else and figured out that 30% of threes is more than 50% of twos.
That ushered in the way that, the Alabamas play these days. Yep.
Or 30. I don't even remember. I can't.
But you're right. No, you're right.
Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, back to this. Back to the point. And the point was, we got a great slate of basketball. We're going to be gambling here in just a few moments. The best action, I think, is in the SEC. But before I jump on that, and I was mentioning St. John's at 5:30 on FS1. It's an early tip. St. John's is at their crib playing Marquette. Marquette had one of the most insane, embarrassing displays of offense. Shaka's team did not look like they wanted to participate. You had a UConn team that came in there struggling, have 25 turnovers, and you lost. Lost by 8, too. It wasn't ever really close. Solo Ball did go off and have 25 points in that game. He was making it rain from the three-point line. But Marquette got a little bit of a whipping from UConn their last outing. You're thinking to yourself, at home, Marquette, UConn's reeling. I thought Marquette was going to take that business. I really, really, really did. You got St. John's there on the other side, though, and Rick Pitino. This dude just, realistically, Rick just wins. They've won 8 straight games. The Red Storm, they're back. Rick Pitino don't play. Give him a little bit of cash, and he'll go get some kids. The problem is who have they really beat? Because they really haven't beaten anyone. You look at that record and you say to yourself, damn. Do you know how many games they played against ranked opponents this year?
3?
1.
1.
Yep, Baylor, and they lost 99-98 in double overtime in a mad, crazy game. So how good is this St. John's team? And also, how good is this damn, like, realistically Marquette team? I saw Memphis handle UConn. UConn boned Marquette. And by the way, that's another thing that I brought up about coaching that drove me crazy is that, like, you know, you have these kids who won't stop the ball. They'll get a rebound. They'll get back in transition. The kid will just literally take the ball right down the middle because everybody goes out to defend the three-point line, and he gets a layup. The drive. Stop the damn ball. Stop the ball. Also, momentum's real. The other thing, if what you're running gives you a stretch where you go over 3 minutes and 30 seconds where you don't score a bucket, but you keep running the same damn offense, just motion in, cut, motion in. Like, if you keep doing that, that's what Shaka Smart was doing to UConn. Like, didn't change up anything. Didn't change up the D, didn't change up the way they were running offense. I'm just going to, listen, I'm not even going to make adjustments. If he was here in Memphis, could you imagine the airwaves? People would have been like, they would have come out with pitchforks. They'd have been down, freaking at the forum, ready to just go off on Penny. But Shaka sticks to his guns. Like, again, that's the other thing. Like, that's insane. But it's amazing how some media members just come in hard always at Memphis and come in hard against certain programs. And then certain coaches, they come in hard at them. And then you have also other ones who just do idiotic things and they just are like, that's slurping it up like a bowl of cereal. Lord, I just think it's insanity. And that was just a little tie-in. But tonight, I will tell you, I absolutely love Marquette on the road. St. John's hadn't played anybody as much as I like Rick Pitino, and I've been tooting his horn. Marquette's just a better team. They got more talent. I think Rick Pitino's the better coach. They will be at home. St. John's is a 2.5-point favorite. Total is 147.5. But, man, St. John's ain't played nobody. Nobody. And let's be real. It ain't like Marquette's just been out there beating world beaters. In fact, they only have, quote, a ranked win. Their ranked win against Purdue is pretty damn impressive. But aside from their little slip-ups against Iowa State, last weekend against UConn, they've been solid. And Cam Jones pretty much does everything. I think Cam Jones leads them in every single, like, important statistic.
Oh, absolutely. He's the leader.
And I have a feeling that he goes on the road tonight and he takes over. As great as Rick's done this year, I don't think they're ready yet. I think Marquette, big time. I like them tonight. Take the money line plus positive money. You won't have to worry about the 2.5. I think they handle them and they handle them well. At least that's what I believe. And lately, I don't know if you know, been kind of pretty good, right?
Yep.
The other game that I was kind of like looking at tonight going, man, this looks like a fun one. This could get a little bit interesting. And that's that. And again, from a gambler's perspective, Oklahoma plus the 17.5 against Auburn. Oklahoma is not a team that has been just something out there that I was like, oh, my God, they're great. They had a stretch where they were so bad it wasn't even funny. They got smoked by Bama. A&M just whipped them. You had Georgia slap them at their house. Texas punched them in the face. And you think this team's reeling. They're about to just fall all to pieces. They come back and get ready against South Carolina and Arkansas. Lost a heartbreaker against Texas A&M. Dropped Vanderbilt by 30 points in their last game. 30. I think they're kind of like hitting their stride. And by the way, they went on a 23-0 run against Vanderbilt. I would have used every damn timeout to stop that bleeding. That's just like, damn, bro. You got another team out there playing basketball, but they got a crazy stretch, this Oklahoma team, and they better get off on the right foot because they start on the road against Auburn, then they have Tennessee, and they have Missouri, who's been a great damn story. They're going to get a break at home against LSU, then they have to go to that Florida, Mississippi State, Kentucky, Ole Miss, and Missouri. Everybody's a ranked team but LSU. So I think the 30-point win keeps this one closer than the number. And then you're going to have to start fading them because after they take a whipping from Tennessee, don't touch the game, you'll see a little Missouri action coming there, a little weak in the knees. They're going to pimp slap them, and then they probably fall apart down the stretch because Oklahoma just ain't gotten used to the SEC yet. They got one win in football. By the way, Alabama, how'd you like watching the college football playoff? Thank you to Oklahoma.
Ooh, little burn. Yeah, okay.
But I mean, I'm serious. I like Oklahoma. They got right the other night. They got a little bit of momentum. They feel good after some heartbreakers. They're going to go out there and fight tooth and nail. If you're Johnny Broom and Auburn, y'all haven't lost a game in the SEC. I think they're going to win the game. I just feel like the numbers are a little inflated. I mean, realistically, Ole Miss, they beat by 10. You're in the number. LSU, how bad are they? They only lost by 13. You're within the number. Tennessee, 2. Georgia, 2. Now, Mississippi State lost by 22, but Mississippi State lately hasn't been looking all that good. Do you not think that line's a little inflated?
I don't know. That team is tough. Like, out of those one seeds, that's my championship team, John. Like, that team is for real.
They are for real. Johnny
they don't
Broom's
play in the middle of the season. Like the stuff where we want to ask of our Tigers, like they don't play with their food.
But if you look at their last 5 games, the only team that hasn't covered the 17.5 is Mississippi State. And let's just be real right now. Mississippi State started off this season on fire. Had 1 loss. 1 loss. They beat Memphis. They then opened up SEC play, dropped South Carolina and a couple other people. And then they went through a stretch where they lost like Auburn and Tennessee, Kentucky, Missouri, Alabama.
Teams.
Again, all these teams are great teams, but man, they just been getting punched in the face. And Mississippi State, man, one of the starting factors was after that just embarrassed that horrible loss at your crib to Kentucky. Auburn just came down and bully whipped you.
Yeah.
And then Tennessee did it too.
John, you're a numbers guy. I'm going to need you to wrap all this sports junk up. Like, you see what is going on your text line?
No, I haven't. I haven't been paying attention because
someone finally gave you the numbers of the little people to Wimby, John. They are working, John. Like you asked and you received.
Oh, thank you so much. All right, here we go. We got statistics, and you know what?
Numbers don't lie. There has not been one text about sports. Every message that is coming in is still about this little polo.
Because the LPL will be one of the biggest little leagues in the whole world.
They've done the math for you, man.
Dude, we can start also Little League. And just basically everybody thinks they're going to be watching the Little League World Series in Pennsylvania, but we're LIL, not Little League. We're Little League. And then we also have Little League. We have Little League by Lil Wayne putting on Little People Baseball.
Y'all go get
little people jousting.
Y'all go get sued by
people polo.
You go get sued by La Liga Sport Soccer. They gonna think you
Dude, I got a text from a little person just now. It says, "Thank you,
thank you."
Somebody's finally standing up for us.
John, there's 0 texts about sports right now.
Yeah, I know.
Not a one.
I think people really like it when I get off my.
Not a
sports
one. Every message is about the little people right now.
All right, so there's different types of dwarfisms. I've got that. Thank you for sending that to me, Texter.
So did you read? Did you go read it out?
The average height for a little person is 4 feet tall.
Allegedly.
I mean,
yeah, we don't know where it comes from.
Comes
no, he sent
the internet.
Oh no, he Googled. He or her Googled types of dwarfism, so they did some research.
Man, you know what? I got AI on my phone because of the young kids. Let's use AI right now.
They did research and said.
What is the average height of a little person? And by that I mean dwarfism or midget. What's the proper vernacular these days? Oh, I asked AI what's proper because I forgot I was talking to Mike and this. The preferred and most respectful term is person with dwarfism. To simply little person, the term means midget. That's in the dictionary. Told
That's
you.
what they said. Your listener said types of dwarf.
Yeah, but again, the term midget is considered like that's the like the standard vernacular, but it does say it has been outdated, and some might find it offensive. I doubt it's any in the dwarfism community. It's probably a Karen. Let's be real. Oh my goodness. Men who have dwarfism are 4'4". Women are 4 feet. They're taller than I thought.
They gave you the numbers. It said the average.
My
height
man,
is
by the
4
way,
feet.
whoever the texter is, thank you. The average, because we can't do sexes today, or can't we are allowed to have 2 sexes again? I can't remember. So the average height for a little person, yeah, because that's a plural. You know what I'm saying? I'm blind, like 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway, the point is they're 4 feet tall. Wimby is 7. He's 7'3" and a half.
Yep, 7'3" and a half. Uh huh.
So that means
4.
4.1.
I would say just 4.
Just
because
4
you put the
little
4
people.
in, it's either 1.9 is like what you would
But 2
multiply.
4s make 8. That's why I'm confused with the math. Like, am I stupid? Oh, no, it's 1.98. I don't know why the 4's here. I'm pretty sure it's 1.9875.
4 of the 1.98s.
Damn. So 2 full little people. I would have thought it was at least 3. At least.
Stop it.
LPL, baby, taking over, jousting, baseball. Dude, we could get little racing, and instead of having to spend expensive cars like you do in the Indy car, we could get them in go-karts.
No, I was thinking, the little cars you get the kids for
Little sprint
Christmas.
club. No, the little power wheels.
The little power.
Power wheels. Power wheels. I loved a power wheel, bro. I had me a little power wheel truck, bro.
The little power.
Like it was the Jeep, man. I was on
Had
that
the little
junk.
Cadillac.
It wasn't no pink Barbie Jeep.
Hey,
Didn't
but
do
when
that.
when your friend, the girl came with the pink Barbie, it was like, hey, she was clean, did it?
We could also do the LPB,
Little people bowling.
brought to you by Pat's Blue Ribbon, probably. It's little person
This has
bowling.
gotten out of hand.
Little
today.
people bowling.
This has gotten out of hand today.
And by the way, liars, damn liars, and statistics. You know who said that?
That was a Johnny Texter.
What'd you say?
That was Johnny Texter.
Oh, was that my?
Yep, that was Johnny Texter.
Yeah, but it was no. Liars, damn liars.
Oh, you said who said
And
that?
statistics.
No, who said that?
The dude with the mustache and the hair. You know the pictures of him, his little old ass. This is gonna
Mustache
kill
and
me,
hair.
man. Mark Twain.
Oh, okay. Mustache and hair, Mark Twain.
Dude, you ever seen his pictures of him from old school days, man?
Yeah, mustache and hair. That could have been you, Judge.
You know what? I got a dope beard, by the way. If you're dating a man who doesn't have a beard, are you really dating a man? Just another question I was thinking about. Deep Thoughts by John Harden. Well, we're saving little people. We're getting them jobs, and we are starting new leagues for us to gamble on. And also, we're bringing girl dads closer to their daughters, allowing them to bond at the LPL, the Little Polo League, with My Little Ponies out there, brought to you by Lil Wayne.
And it all crescendos with the little people ball where the fathers and the daughters dance. Right? You gotta have a ball.
dog.
You gotta have a ball or something, some kind of event where you dress them up and get your bow ties and gotta have something.
Dude, you know what I just realized? They don't have Little People Olympics either. They got Special Olympics, but I don't see little people out there, do you? How you get left out of the Olympics? The Special Olympics. Bro, I don't think that little people have been getting the respect they deserve at all. I mean, Wee Man. Did you watch there was the show with the dragons? Like without the little bitty guy in there, that movie wouldn't have been nearly as funny.
All right, John, you ready for this type breaking news? You are just going down a weird rabbit hole. There is a International Dwarf Sports Federation, so they did have Olympics. It was called the World Dwarf Games.
Well, did they put them on TV and promote them?
I can't say that. I don't think they have a TBS or TNT contract or anything like that, but
Well, we're going to get them on YouTube, damn it. Hey, we can start. We can get 1 million views, 1 billion views. Next thing you know, everybody across the globe's watching Little People Sports Club.
there's even speaking of clubs, there is something called the Dwarf Sports National Hall of Fame.
Damn. By the way, man, I just love all these people. out there.
They
on
are
the
so
text line.
into you and your thoughts by John Hart.
Well, I guess we can start this with a new segment. Once a week, I'll just do Deep Thoughts by John from this
Oh my
week.
God!
Then I got to pay some bills.
Every Wednesday at noon.
Every Wednesday, yeah, I like that. We're going to take a little time out, okay? We're going to take a miniature break, a little break. We'll be back in like 2 splits, 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Dude, I'm telling you, there's opportunity out there. You don't think, by the way, that this would get picked up on every single new major platform?
True TV is the only station that would have it.
Oh, bro, I'm talking about like the new platforms where all the kids are watching. The X, the YouTube, the Twitch, the Spotify, Apple. Like they put
Blue
it on
Sky.
anything.
You have
As
to turn
long
on
as you
Blue
get
Sky.
clicks, you get whatever you want. We're doing this. By the way, I need all the little people to send your resumes to Johnny_radio@yahoo.com. That's Johnny_radio@yahoo.com. Bring in, hey, email all your friends. Tell them to hit me up. Let me know what you got. We're going to have tryouts coming here soon.
Tryouts.
Oh, God, yes. You think I'm not? I'm only taking the creme de la creme. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
This is like
levels
the NBA,
to this.
bro.
There's levels to this. Okay.
Listen, I ain't starting up no damn amateurism.
Okay. You
This ain't
want
like college ball back in the day, bro. I ain't the NCAA. I'm starting the best league in the world.
Oh my God.
Don't y'all dare touch that down. And by the way, we already got a great park made in Pennsylvania. We can just play like the World Series every year, Little People World Series, right after the Little League World Series. And I got this worked out. Don't touch that dial. We actually have to have more fun because I'm going to give y'all a little bit of wood on the other side. Sports 56. And I got one more bet for you at the end of the show. Don't touch that dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director of Lexus in Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199. If wedding bells are in your future, you need an unforgettable engagement ring from a jeweler you can trust. And that's been James Gaddis Jewelers for over 60 years. With a huge selection and the best prices, James Gaddis is a master jeweler and diamondologist. Beautiful jewelry from James Gaddis is always the right choice. Choose from rings to earrings, necklaces to bracelets, and gemstones to watches. Layaway and financing available. James Gaddis Jewelers, 4900 Poplar, online at GaddisJewelers.com and Instagram at Gaddis Jewelers. Say I do at James Gaddis Jewelers.
Online radio show is back on WHBQ Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Every Monday night at 6, hear the latest news on your Ole Miss Rebels with Nancy Porter with 24/7 Sports. Your Ole Miss defensive captain Mike Fitzsimmons, Gordon Ford covering SEC sports flow, and former Ole Miss baseball announcer Gary Garvey from kickoff hours through the extra innings. Your Ole Miss Sports on the Rebel Yell Halftime Show right here Monday night at 6 on Sports 56, 560 AM and 98.5 FM. Your Mid-South Sports Station. Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tino's Vodka. And once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Great night in basketball last night as the Grizzlies took care of business. Also, so did Kansas. Yeah, I hate Kansas because of, the Mario situation. And Oh, man, that was a painful time in my life. But last night I had a lot of money on them, so thank goodness. And I also did something I don't usually do. I played parlays last night, 3 parlays, and I put Kansas in all 3 because that's how good I felt about Kansas. And I got 2 out of the 3 parlays, so yeah. And I do have one left out, by the way. One that was the last leg. I have one leg out on a 3 or 4 gamer. And it's the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight. So that will be the bet that I give you at the end of the show. You know, the Cavs play
At
tonight.
home, Celtics.
Dude, Cavs Celtics tonight going down for real. And I'm also just so fired up because, like, sometimes, like, life just works good for you. Like, I'm blessed. I am going to be having a wonderful time down in Oxford. So I'll be watching Kentucky and Ole Miss. Be right there, all up into the game. So I won't even have to sweat my bet. 6:30 because it's coming on the TNT and the True. But when I walk out, because the only thing that matters in the NBA is the fourth quarter. Is it not the truth? Let's be real. Yes. I was asked the other night, why do you watch all the whole game? I'm like, well, one, because it's kind of my job and I got money on it. And they're like, dude, but you should just watch the fourth quarter. And if you watch the NBA lately, it is true. And I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, because if you were freaking about the Knicks at home against the Rockets, and you saw them drop 46 points in the fourth. Jalen Brunson go off for 42 points. He had 10 dimes last night. Knicks stormed back and slapped the Rockets in the fourth quarter. You could have gotten the Knicks so much plus money, it's crazy. You almost had basically, like, if you watched that Golden State game last night, I mean, damn, third quarter, Golden State comes out, drops 39, Steph's hitting. Magic can't do anything. By the way, the best bet of the night last night. Did you know the total in the first half dropped all the way to 187.5?
Yeah, they weren't. I mean,
they weren't scoring at all in the first half. Warriors only scored 18 points in the first quarter. The Magic only scored 17 points in the second quarter, and then in the third quarter, combined. What was it, 73, 72, something like that? I think it was 73. I was like, yeah, I got my over. Booyah to ya. But the Warriors had to hold on, 104.99. And if you watch the Suns and the Trailblazers and you just started in the fourth quarter, then that would have worked out perfectly. Trailblazers, the Suns had the game looking Gucci going at halftime. I thought this thing was over. Trailblazers are getting worked.
And you watched the entire second half?
Dude, I watched the whole fourth quarter of the overtime.
Shout out to DeAndre Ayton.
6 free throws in a row.
Shout out.
6 free throws in a row. And it was exactly like, dude, the reason he got traded is because he missed those free throws. Like, they got rid of him after that, and he had no confidence. Remember, he was hearing voices, man.
Yep. When he benched, too?
Dude, yeah,
he was
man.
in the doghouse.
He lost all his confidence. Now in Portland, put the Trailblazers.
He showed up yesterday, man.
Man, everybody in Phoenix was trying to foul Ayton. They left him wide open in the back. They doubled. They had 2 dudes. Like, man, they were, like, all over the place defending the ball. It was wild. And they throw it to Ayton. They foul him. And, bam, he went down there and went onions. And then the craziest part about that game, which, by the way, I was sweating like a maniac because I had the damn Portland Trailblazers on the money line. I was freaking out. I thought once they get it to overtime, I'm screwed. But, bro, Ayton 6 in a row, and then they'll lose the game on Devin Booker, who would hit 13 straight free throws.
Became the Suns' all-time leading scorer last night.
Became the Suns' all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, he's been in the league that long.
Went out on – no, it's not. It's not that he's been in the league that long. It's that the Suns haven't ever had anybody that's just an all-time great scorer. I mean, again, you can look at, of course, my little short man in Nash and ever running around and doing the stuff in Phoenix. But, dude, they haven't had, like, that dude.
Yeah, but he's been there a while.
He's been there for a while, and he's underrated. I'll give you that. And he's scored a lot of damn points, but what have they done?
He ain't underrated. I think they overrate him.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Because they put him in everything. He's starting in the Olympics and
It's a good point. It's a good point. But he did have 34, but he missed the big free throw. By the way, I know they're not going to get rid of him, but at 8, it almost killed Ayton. And then last night, D-Book, stupid foul by the Trailblazers, though. You're an NBA basketball player. I know you were trying to foul before he shot so he couldn't shoot a three-pointer. But, like, you look like – I can't even remember the stupid, big, tall dude for the Trailblazers who runs over there and fouls D-Book in the process of shooting. That thing almost went in. We would have lost. I would have beaten that man. But today I'm talking very positive about the Trailblazers and Ayton as they won the game. And, again, also, if you were paying attention, who was it last night that the fourth quarter was everything? Oh, it was the Kings and the Timberwolves. By the way, I can't believe they clipped him. And then again,
Denny Advia fouled him.
man, that dude is dumb. That was just a dumb foul. Like, he throws it into the corner, he catches it where he's going to pull up and shoot from the 3.
4 seconds left.
You miss, by the way, he missed on the whiff trying to, all he has to do is foul him and hit his hand. He, whiffed. Like, dude, how are you an NBA player? Nah, he probably, can play, but that was just stupid. Scared me, gave me almost a mini heart attack. And then, of course, the Grizzlies last night. Could you have been a little nervous, maybe a little bit? Maybe, not really.
One of the better first halves of both teams that I've seen in a long time there. Because Wemby showed up 12 points in the first quarter, and Ja hit 4 threes in the first quarter. I mean, it was hell of a way to bounce back after the delay. So,
dude, I'm going to tell you right now, they did come out firing after the delay. And again, if you haven't heard, the man is alive and stable at the hospital. He has not passed. No Twitter, you were wrong. Lord. By the way, that's got to be kind of crazy. Like, I don't know if you, shaking that off after seeing that, right? You're like, damn, got to go to the locker room. Kind of get in your head a little bit.
Now, the players didn't see the worst of it. Because, there was some immediate emergency, stuff needed, immediately while the players were there. But when the heavy CPR portions came up and the tarps and all of that, players were in the back. So.
By the way, I got a question for you also. And again, I'm glad he's okay and he's in stable condition. Thank you. My question is Zach Edey. Have you figured him out yet?
Yes, I've always loved Edey. He's doing exactly what I needed him to do. It'd be at least 10 and 8. But he gives you a little more.
He grabbed you 14 boards
last
night.
Yes, and he earned all of those. Last night, Brevin pointed out something really, really special because I'm weird. I had the TV in my hand and still watching it live.
I was going to say, you were at the game.
Yeah, I like hearing Brev. I like me some Pranica, man. I do.
Like
I'm a sucker for
and
Brev.
Don't forget Rob.
And Rob. Oh, yeah, Rob Bino Fisher, the well-dressed man. But yesterday, none of those plays were, called for him. Yesterday he got it. He got it out the mud. But sometimes he has those matchups.
He runs down what it is, and it's not necessarily a call play. I would call it when he sprints down the court and he gets deep and he puts position on somebody and they throw it to him in very early in the shot clock and he turns around and just.
But yesterday was one of those days he couldn't do it because you had a 7-4 dude behind you. So he got it out the mud truly.
Grabbing
yesterday.
Boards.
Yeah, he was grabbing boards. He was hustling.
5 offensive rebounds.
Yeah. So nothing was easy for Edey last night. Nothing.
Well, everything was easy for G.G. Jackson. Lord have mercy.
Except for that alley-oop he missed, but I'm going to leave my man alone. I was ready, man. I stood up and he missed. And we're not supposed to be cheering up there. I broke the coat.
27 points, man. He's a walking bucket and he's 20.
Oh, that's what I wanted to do. We got off on little people. I really wanted to play his post game with Rob yesterday. I fell in love with that young man yesterday.
Who, the little
Gigi.
people?
Gigi. I did not know that he was that well spoken. I'll find it for you. Because he immediately, it was immediate, John. As soon as the game was over with, the first thing Rob, after Rob asked him a question.
Excuse me, Darian, what do you mean you were so surprised he was so well spoken?
Because, I'm just shocked.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm just shocked.
Trying to insinuate, buddy.
That most of the guys just talk about basketball. No, the first thing he said was, I said a prayer for the guy on the floor. I guess that's what I meant. Not that he was not well spoken, but he wasn't talking about basketball.
Because he
was raised the right way.
No.
He wasn't raised the right way?
No. I'm not saying he wasn't. I mean, there's
a lot. I can do it to you, too.
Okay, good. Yes, you can. We can always, you're right.
But he was great, John.
What I'm saying is he was a little immature at South Carolina. That's why he fell to the second round. But the one thing is him falling to the second round was probably the best thing for his career because everything had always been very easy for him. He was shocked he fell to the second round. That's why he wears his number, man. He's number 45 because that's what he was, the 45th selection in the NBA draft. And he's used it for nothing but motivation. Youngest guy in the NBA last year, 20 years old, and he's a walking freaking bucket.
Sound may be a little distorted, but check this out.
Level you want to be at? How'd the night feel for you? Definitely feel great. All glory to God. Just been trying to find my rhythm. Luckily, I got amazing support cast around me. Our head of the snake, John Morant, and our enforcer down there, Jaren Jackson. But Desmond Bane just been telling me to keep shooting.
It was an awful night, awful start to the night tonight for both teams. And both teams seemed to come out pretty focused to play basketball. How difficult was it, and how were you guys able to come out focused to play?
Unfortunate things happen. like that. But you know, I told everybody to get their mind on Jesus. John told me to direct a prayer out there on the court, and you know, I just say, you know, Lord, by His stripes we are healed. You know, the word definitely speaks for itself.
Damn, dude.
Young man was impressive in front of that mic last night. That's what I meant, Joe.
By the way, I was impressed at the game, and I didn't know it was Gigi who was leading the team in prayer. And by the way, I also heard from a lot of people that Ja's really taken him under his wing. And while while a lot of people have been upset that they haven't seen Ja on the court lately, they're saying that he's in his ear. Like, while these games are going on, he is talking to the young fella, telling him how to attack things, telling him what he's looking at, telling him what he's seeing at, and he's learning and he's getting that confidence from Ja. And then when he goes in the game with Ja, after sitting on the bench with a bunch of games with Ja, listening to him in his ear, and they go out there and execute the way they did together, that's got to do nothing but build up his confidence.
You're right. He brings up Ja in every post.
Everything, because again, Ja is taking this young buck, because Ja, by the way, ain't stupid. He is a walking freaking bucket. His game could be as deadly offensively as a Carmelo Anthony. He can shoot the three, can he not?
Yes,
he can step back on anybody and put up a shot. The thing, though, is he can also break you down off the dribble, go right around you, and dunk it on your damn face.
Texter says Gigi's dad is a pastor.
Well, I love that. So he definitely was raised right. Oh, my gosh. Dadgummit. I was supposed to be doing Hardwood.
Hey, man, that's what happens when you're good, man.
The fact that Gigi's dad is a pastor is what reminded me. But I will say we are blessed by the Lord. Because one of the stories I had to do is, and if you want to check this out, check it out at your own risk. It's very, very disturbing. Did you see about the New Orleans Saints and the whole situation that's going on with them? And did you pay attention to what Roger Goodell did? Anybody else see this yesterday? Do you know what I'm talking about at all?
Nope.
Oh, Lord. I don't even want to know if I want to go here. Back in 2018, down in New Orleans, remember when all the Catholic priests got in a whole lot of trouble for being pedophiles? Do you remember that?
Yep, I'm working. I wasn't ignoring. Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, now that we've found out that basically the months-long crisis communication blitz was orchestrated by the New Orleans Saints president and other top team officials, and they're saying that the Saints were more worried about covering up the news of the priest and what they were doing than caring about kids.
Oh, yeah, I saw that report yesterday.
That's just kind of disgusting.
If you want to, you can get into it.
I don't want to get into it.
Not necessarily that you're hardwood. I got you. No break right now. We're good.
No break?
No break. You're good. You got the next 5-6 minutes.
I don't even want to get into this, but we can go into some stuff that's pretty funny because that makes my stomach turn. And we were just talking about great stories. Gigi Jackson is the truth. His dad's a pastor, a baller shot caller, and he led the team in prayer last night. The man is safe. Grizzlies got a dub. Ja's the truth. And by the way, again, Ja needs to get a little bit of credit because while he has not been playing every day, talk about taking a young buck under the wing and saying, I don't want to let some things that have happened to me happen to you. I want you to learn the basketball game. See the court the way I do. This is what you're good at. Do this, do this, do that, do that. And guess what? I don't know if you know this. Young people listen. Believe it or not, they want to learn. Because, damn, it sucks when people ask you a question and you don't know the answer. And by the way, there's no stupid question if you don't know the answer. But yet a lot of young people are scared to ask the question because they don't want to look stupid. So having somebody in John, you're like, well, John, he's young. He's been in this league a while. And again, Gigi can't even go into a bar and get a cocktail legally. But if he walked in, you wouldn't think that kid under 21.
So before you get in the wood, I got 2 last things about your LPL league. Guys, Texture said there, saw a game show once, because it's back to your Bob Barker thing about the treadmill. Saw a game show once where a blind guy won, and the prize was free movies for a year.
Get the hell out of here. If you haven't been listening to the show and you just tuned in, I invented a new league that is called LPL is what it started out. Yesterday I was in deep thought, like Jack Handy back in the day, and I was like, being a girl dad, I was talking to a friend of mine who's got boys, and they go to baseball games, and he's talking about they go to football games, and they go to practice, and they go do all these things. Like, I'm a girl dad, we go to cheerleading, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't shop. Like, they got my mom and Charles, you know what I mean? Like, There's just not a lot of like super bonding. Like, yeah, when Rio and Savannah are kids and they're playing soccer and basketball and stuff, like they just ain't like in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you. They grow out of it. They grow up,
kind of
John.
grow out of it. They grow
up.
in it. So it's like there's a lot of hard things. But man, in those magical years when your daughter's young and stuff, like she loves My Little Pony. Like little people like little things. Like my little dogs are loved by, little kids. And your girl dad, Jake Crane, just had another little girl. He's a girl dad.
Dustin Starr.
I'm like, Dustin Starr is a girl dad. And by the way, all of us gamble. So you can do something and bond with your baby girl because you get those little miniature ponies. You get little people who need to get employment. You play great music. You get it sponsored by Lil Wayne. You call it the LPL, the Lil Pony League.
Posted by Wee Man. You forget about that?
And then it's Wee Man's out there, and it's sponsored by Lil Wayne.
Texter says research shows that 6 out of 7 dwarfs are not happy. They're either bashful, sleepy, grumpy, dark, sneezy, or dopey.
Whoa, dude, that is a great reference to, what is that, Cinderella?
That's Randy.
No, Snow White. She's the one with the dwarfs. Cinderella's the one with the beast, right? And couldn't keep her slipper on.
You have 30 straight messages about dwarfism.
And we also talked about how like terrible it is, and one of the deep thoughts that got me onto like little people was the fact that like Drake, they call Drizzy, terrible Canadian rapper.
Someone saw Your Price is Right.
He played a handicapped person in a movie, in a show.
Degrassi. Star Trek.
Like, why couldn't you get a handicap actor? Like, why'd you have to go get an able walking human being and tell him? And again, look, he became a rapper. I don't know, man.
In fairness, he wasn't the boss. He was casted for that, John. So shame on the producers.
How bad was he at acting if he had to be cast? And you couldn't walk and talk and do your lines, Drake, back then, huh? You had to be seated to do your lines, Drake. Pfft. Good for him.
You are hard on Drake today.
By the way, I will also say the Little Polo League, the LPL, can also be the Little Bowling League. We can do Little League World Series, LIL, baseball, jousting. I think is the best one. We haven't had jousting in a long time.
Since the American Gladiators.
We could also do it where they're on little My Little Ponies. The ball is a big rainbow blow-up balloon. Sponsored by Happy Gilmore Productions. I mean, we're going to make some money with this little thing. But also, I was talking about the Price is Right episode, if you haven't seen this. And again, Bob Barker wouldn't stand for this ish.
Someone saw it. You see that? Your message.
Yeah, saw the Price is Right. Saw the Price is Right. When
Talking
the
about
girl
the
was in the
same
wheelchair, rolled up to the stage. When they pulled back the curtain, the prize was a treadmill. Shane. Yes, it is insane. Like, dude.
I saw that for real.
Like, come on, bro. I know you got more than one prize back there. You can't give her something she gonna use. Well, you know what? I need to grease up my wheels today. Hop on the treadmill, turn it on. It's spinning. I apply a little bit WD-40 on that joint. Gets that sucker running right. Dude, what you gonna do with the treadmill?
All right, you got 2 minutes. You gotta get your bets in.
All right, we gotta get our bets in, man. Damn, sorry, y'all. It's not my fault. It's your fault. I'm the one with the ADD.
Blame the little.
Oh, by the way, just one more shout out. I'm so glad. Do you know when I woke up this morning? I thought I saw a mugshot when I woke up this morning.
Saw a little picture. Okay.
And my stomach hit because I didn't read first. I just looked at faces and I thought it was Anthony Sane from like 6 years ago. Because he had hair, he had the glasses, looked like Anthony.
Got my boy.
And it was Marcus Jordan. But man, I was like, oh God, thank goodness. And I was like, man, what's his mugshot of? It's Marcus Jordan. What'd he do? He got his Lambo stuck on a train track. How do you do that? Is it because it's so low?
Rich people problems, Joe.
And by the way, if you're like, dude, I just don't understand how you get your Lambo. Well, I mean, he was drunk, so. And it was an SUV, so it wasn't about being low. My man just went out there and went crazy.
Eyed you down to 1.
You know what happens when you date Larsa Pippen, don't you? You lose your damn mind, it looks like. Good job, buddy. We're pounding the Cavs. Pound. I know Jason Tatum's the truth. Seen him the other night, man, burying them threes in the fourth quarter. shooting arrows and everything. But man, this Cavs team is legit, baby. 24-3 at home. I only got to get them. Guess what? I got 1.5 points. That's right. Boston's a 1.5 point favorite on the road. If you saw that and you're a Cav, you're like, not in my house. You ain't favored in my house. The only thing that worries it's in Cleveland. So if they did go last night to Cleveland, they didn't have anything to do last night, so they probably will be well rested. I hope everybody has a wonderful afternoon. Do me a favor, get out there, make that world a better place. We're going to see you on the flip side. Peace.